Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration says the low-pressure area off Infanta, Quezon and the enhanced southwest monsoon may bring significant amount of rain in the coming days. In its latest weather advisory at 11 a.m., the State Weather Bureau says the LPA was last spotted 160 kilometers east-northeast of Infanta, Quezon as of 10 a.m. According to Pag-asa, the LPA may develop into a tropical depression within 48 hours. As of 2 p.m., a heavy rainfall warning has been raised over Metro Manila, Rizal, Cavite, Laguna, and portions of Quezon Province. For these areas, Pag-asa warns of possible flooding in low-lying areas and near river channels. Several transport groups are planning to stage a 3-day transport strike that will coincide with the second State of the Nation address of President Bongbong Marcos. In a Facebook post, transport group Manibela says they will hold a nationwide transport strike from July 24 to July 26. Manibela National President Mar Valbuena says the strike is due to the government's alleged preferential treatment in the awarding of routes to public utility vehicles. The group claims that corporations or local government units were getting the routes instead of transport cooperatives. Valbuena also laments that their provisional authorities remain stuck with the regional offices of the Land Transportation, Franchising and Regulatory Board. According to Valbuena, around 200,000 of their members nationwide are set to join the strike. The International Criminal Court Appeals Chamber says it will decide on July 18 the Philippines' appeal against the continuation of the human rights violations during former President Rodrigo Duterte's bloody war on drugs. In January, the ICC's pre-trial chamber allowed the resumption of the investigation of the Philippines' war on drugs, which the national government had sought to reverse. In a 3-page document, the appeals chamber says judgment on the appeal will be delivered on Tuesday, July 18 at 4 p.m. Manila time. The ICC had reignited the probe during the term of President Bongbong Marcos after it found insufficient evidence that the Philippines had made sufficient effort to address the human rights violations during the drug war. Official death toll from the police authorities tagged at least 6,000 deaths due to Duterte's drug war, while human rights groups argued that this number could reach tens of thousands. On the 7th anniversary of the landmark arbitral ruling on the West Philippine Sea, China says the United States was the mastermind behind what they claim to be an illegal arbitral award. In a statement, the Chinese embassy in Manila believes Washington is using the issue to, quote, exert pressure and force China into accepting the award. The embassy says China is against the U.S. roping in allies to gang up on Beijing. China also remains firm that the 2016 arbitral ruling is illegal, null, and void. On Wednesday, the United States had urged Beijing to cease their routine harassment in the disputed waters in the South China Sea. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration's ruling invalidated China's sweeping claim over the South China Sea and recognized the Philippines' sovereign rights to the West Philippine Sea. Senators have reacted to drag queen Pura Luca Vega's now viral performance while singing along to Ama Namin remix in a local bar. Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri condemned the performance, quote, in the strongest possible terms, saying it is a misuse and abuse of freedom of expression. According to Zubiri, a criminal charge can be filed against Vega under Article 201 of the revised Penal Code. Senator J.V. Ejercito likewise criticized the controversial performance, saying it was blasphemous. In a response to a tweet about the drag performance, Senator Win Gatchalian said it is, quote, exactly what will destroy our society. Meanwhile, Senator Risa Ontiveros found the performance regrettable but pointed out that this incident should not be used to deny the rights of a community that has long been marginalized and excluded. Vega, however, clarified she was not trying to demean religion through her act. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Pag-asa says low-pressure area off Infanta, Quezon and the enhanced southwest monsoon may bring significant amount of rain in the coming days. Transport Group Manibela announces a 3-day nationwide transport strike coinciding with President Bongbong Marcos' State of the Nation address. And the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines says drag queen act with Nazarene costume completely disrespectful. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.